The purpose of this video is to give you a bit of an insight into what professional bike fit involves. So we'll show you a few clips of the interview, the physical assessments, and also how we use the SizeCycle. At Stephen James Cycles, we break our CycleFit process down to 3 stages. The purpose of the interview is to help us get a really good idea about how you've arrived with us today. We want to know how long you've been riding for, what kind of riding you like to do, any kind of injuries and discomfort you may have. And ultimately we want to know, what would success look like for you at the end of the CycleFit? What would you like to achieve? It's really tempting to think that measuring things like inseam, arm length, torso length can easily be transferred to find the optimum bike fit. Now, those measurements are important to some degree, but actually it's your range of motion and flexibility which is one of the biggest determinants of the position which you can adopt on the bike. We conduct a range of physical assessments to look at your hamstring flexibility, your hip range of motion, and other assessments to figure out as much information as we can about your body and how you've arrived with us today. The SizeCycle is a fantastic piece of equipment. One of the limitations of doing an on-the-bike fit is that you're limited by the frame's geometry. Whereas with the SizeCycle we can find your truly optimal position and then work backwards from that to find out what kind of frame, what kind of bike is going to suit you best. The other fantastic part of the SizeCycle fit is that we're able to make dynamic adjustments. This means that we can actually change things like saddle height, bar height, all the different metrics of the bike while you're actually riding, rather than having to make you get on and off the bike and break up that fit process. So we can experiment with a number of different options, maybe more aggressive positions, maybe positions that you would never actually ride in, but it gives you the opportunity to experience a full breadth of potential opportunities in terms of fit. One of the most important aspects of a bike fit is actually optimising the connection between your foot and the pedal. At Stephen James Cycles, we approach this by first taking some accurate measurements of your feet and then supporting your foot in a neutral position that's going to optimise your pedalling efficiency. Sometimes to achieve this, we'll use footbeds, such as e-soles, which enable us to select arch heights and support that's really appropriate for your foot. When we've supported your foot inside the shoe, we'll turn our attention to the outside and look to hold your shoe in an optimal position actually on the pedal. So you may use wedges to achieve that and also adjust your cleat position. You can see the real-time effects, we can analyse them using motion analysis, and you also get to experience what this new position will feel like and how that new position evolves compared with where you started, or if it's a blank sheet, what your new bike's going to feel like before you actually pick it up and ride it. If you've got a current bike that you'd like to adapt, we'll try and take those measurements and match them as closely as possible to your current machine. Or if you're looking for a new bike, we'll take the measurements from the SizeCycle and we'll use that to find your optimum frame size, stem angle, stem length, or even spec a full custom frame for you if that's what you're interested in. Many of my friends and customers think nothing of spending hundreds of pounds on bikes and components, but increasing numbers of people are waking up to the opportunity presented by getting a professional bike fit first. More comfort, more efficiency, more power, more enjoyment have become our mantra. A professional bike fit is an incredible opportunity to get a real insight into how you ride a bike. This video is just a short insight into the professional bike fit process at Stephen James Cycles. If you've got any questions or any thoughts, we'd love to hear from you. So please feel free to get in touch on our website at stephenjamescycles.co.uk, and you can also find us on Twitter at sjcycles and on Facebook.